Welcome to Here's How We Get There. It's the daily show filled with conversations about business and mental health in a down-to-earth style with real-world language. Now let's dive in with your co-hosts, Kenneth Shark Kinney and Trey Tucker.
All right, Shark, today's Sunday, so topic for the day is gratitude. Gratitude is all over the scriptures. You could pick from probably hundreds of different verses that tell us to be grateful. And you and I both know it experientially to be beneficial and true. But also research has shown that if you're in a grateful state of mind, your brain is actually working 20% more effectively, more efficiently. And it's just amazing how a lot of times research catches up to what things like the scriptures say are true. But it really is so simple. For example, the other day, I was in a counseling session with an executive, and things admittedly were going wrong. So at work, at home, just nothing was going right. And of course, this executive was really focused on all the negative things and all the problems that they were going through. And I was trying to figure out what's one way I can at least give him some temporary relief, maybe even a permanent shift. So I just kind of interrupted his story of negativity. And I said, all right, all that's true. And tell me two things you're grateful for. And you could see him first kind of shift for a second. And then as he started even thinking about the things he was grateful for, before he even said them, his body started to change. He felt lighter. You could see a little smile come across his face. And it didn't change the stuff that was still challenging him, but it gave him a better perspective on what was challenging him. So it really is that simple, is that we don't have to ignore the negatives. This isn't just some pie in the sky thinking, but if we can deal with the negatives or the problems from a place of gratitude, from what God has done, from what other people have done for us, we can just be a whole lot happier each day and tackle the challenges more effectively. But what are some tips you've got for gratitude?
Well, it's funny too, because, when you think from scripture and from the Bible, these are things we believe and have come to see true, but you're spot on that a lot of these things don't get proved to exist until University of California or a Harvard study has done research on it. So it's stuff I'm going to believe, and the Bible's proven it out for me as well. But if you think of gratitude, it comes from the Latin word gratia, which is a combination, depending on the context, of grace and graciousness and gratefulness. And all those combined, those are very powerful tools that when you pull them all together, can make you look at the world a lot differently. And the people that you work with, for example, the people that have served you as customers, being thankful for what they've helped you accomplish is hard for a lot of people to remember. So one small tip that I always give people is, if you can get the chance, very few people do this anymore, and it will help lift your spirits from both a psychological and physiological way. Do little things in your day that can help lift your own spirits, such as writing a thank you note to someone and mailing it. Who does that anymore? Nobody writes thank you notes. They do thank you texts and emails and all these other little digital distractions. But when you take the time to really think through what you're grateful for that somebody else may have done, send them a nice card, a note, especially if it's a customer, it can go a long way to help lifting your attitude with gratitude.
That's right. All right. Appreciate it. We'll see you next time.
Thank you for joining Shark and Trey on the Here's How We Get There show. Make sure to rate, review, and subscribe to the show, and visit here'showwegetthere.com. That's here'showwegetthere.com.